Hey everyone, I am posting this video simply to be a resource. I'm Manny Melendez. I'm the family pastor at Radiant Church in Colorado Springs, and we have our kids ministry, Rad Kids. And with COVID and the lockdown, opening back up, shutting back down, we're experiencing things like we've never had before. And there's something that came to my mind and my heart that I thought would be great to kind of just put together and share with others. And so that's what this video is about. Before I get too far, I am not being sponsored by anyone that I'm going to mention in this video, but there's just some resources that I thought would be great for us as ministry leaders to know about in producing materials for those that need it right now through the digital media. So if you know about all this stuff, then awesome. Thumbs up to you. This is really for those that just might be struggling. And here's where it all started for me. We went online, as many of us did in March, and we have not stopped that. Now, in going online, we may look at others and go, well, you know what? I'm just going to stop because nobody's watching from my church. I'm not as good a quality as so and so or him and her. And so, why bother producing this material? And here's where we've landed with this. Our ministry is called Rad Kids. And I'm going to start off by sharing this page with you. We have gone online and we started our YouTube page. Now, thankfully, we were able to hit above 100 subscribers, but that was partly due to just collaboration that I'll talk about in just a second. But big picture is this. We created our YouTube page and it has now become a resource to so many of our families. And here's where I'm at with this whole idea. We can think about producing quality materials that are better than that guy or that guy, but at the end of the day, we're not actually interested in becoming better than anyone else. What we're actually interested in is becoming a constant resource for our families. And that's what this whole video is about, is realizing that now, because of our online platform, we are a constant presence for our families. What do I mean? I mean that because of this resource now, not just our Facebook page, but specifically our YouTube channel, when parents want to connect with us and the lessons that we've produced, we're always available. And so that's what I just want to encourage you with. And I want to talk about some resources that help us get a little bit better than just recording ourselves on our iPhone with nothing else added. And there's these resources that I want to give you actually free that can help you actually develop a strong resource for you. So again, there's lots of materials out there, lots of things that are available for others, but our families want to hear from us. And so we've been able to create this resource for them. Now, let me stick with that point for just a second. We are a resource. What has changed in this new digital age for all of us is this. If we take advantage of this moment, our lessons are no longer limited to the one weekend that we teach. In other words, what we teach now can last for an eternity should Jesus tarry, right? With YouTube now, our resources are now available all the time. And as you scroll, we've now got playlists of our kids' lessons. So when we talk about fruits of the Spirit now, it's not just what happens on the weekend and hoping that mom and dad take it with them and do that take home sheet and have that conversation at home. Actually, now we're encouraging our parents to do that, but also encouraging them to go to our YouTube page. And let's say mom and dad are having a struggle with their kids and needing really to understand what does it mean to have the fruits in the spirit in their life. They don't have to wait till we teach it again. They can go to our YouTube page, go through these lessons, and actually watch them as a family and have a discussion. Now, I'm not saying this because I've figured it all out. Matter of fact, we're talking about how to become a better resource and have more supplemental materials later. But for now, our Fruits of the Spirit series is available for them anytime they want. Maybe they want to bolster their kids in their faith and talk about the superheroes of the Bible and how kids can be superheroes in the life that they live. Well, they can go to our playlist, and all the videos that we've been producing since March are there and available. So This is where I'm talking about. We are producing materials now that last for as long as a parent needs, and we're categorizing them in a way that they are available for others. So right now, we're literally talking about the Lord's Prayer. Lord, teach us to pray. And so that series is available on our YouTube page. Now, are we using materials from other curriculum? Absolutely. Now, I do want to tell you that what we're producing, we're trying to keep it unique. And so that we don't have to put materials up that we then have to pull down later. In other words, using someone else's video as the Bible lesson. This is all, we're trying to keep it as unique to us as possible so that it can stay up there as a resource. So you might be thinking, well, Manny, I don't have what I see you have here. This looks like it was expensive and done. None of this was necessarily done at a cost. Most of this can be done for free. Now, we have upgraded on some things, but because we've decided that we want to be a quality resource. But let me start off with the YouTube channel. If you're still watching and interested, you'll notice that right on top there's a welcome Rad Kids Online. This is literally a video that we produced in green screen, and it tells the parents what this page is all about. Now, when we get to this place, I customize the channel. I'm going to take you there right now. This is literally the way we set it up so that no matter how you come, for people who haven't subscribed yet, they're going to see that video. For people who are returning subscribers, they're going to see that video on the very top as our highlighted video. So we set this up in the channel so that it is there. By the way, the more you produce, the more professional your page looks, the more quality of a resource it feels to those that are showing up to your page. So again, I just want to show you what's available to you as, again, we're not competing with others, we're competing with ourselves and being a resource to our families. All right. I do kind of wish this was live so that we could have an interactive talk. So forgive me if I'm not addressing things that you want. Feel free to comment and I'll try to follow up and share as much as I can from my end. Again, I don't have an end all to this. I'm just sharing with you something that's been on my heart. So this is our Rad Kids page. It is a resource. Again, we're not competing with those. So you might be thinking, well, how do you create what you have? I see your logo there and all that. Well, there's an app called Canva. And for those of you that know all about Canva, again, just blow me off. But here's what I love about Canva is that a lot of this stuff is available for free on Canva. You can look like a professional designer and do it all for free. This Good Friday series that I did, this, or not series, Good Friday standalone service. I took a picture in my backyard, dropped it over to Canva. I put my logo in there, and all that you see here was done for free. I was able to download it and use it as my thumbnail. Again, all for free. Canva is an amazing resource that gives us so much. Now, you can pay for it and get access to more stuff, which is amazing, but you don't need to. Now, again, when we talk about free resources, Canva is an amazing resource that makes you look like you have professionals working for you. And if you don't feel like you're a graphic designer, I guarantee there's someone around that can use Canva and make you look really, really good. But Canva is so easy to use, you can probably do it without a problem. Now you might be thinking, okay, that's the graphic side of it, but how about this material that you're using and this green screen? It looks like you're on a green screen. I don't have a fancy video editing program. Again, I'm just trying to resource you. This has been on my heart that we have the ability to resource our families, whether we're in person or not. If we're online, we have a way to be in homes and available. So, what do you use? Let me just throw out some resources for video editing, free video editing programs that we're throwing out. iMovie. If you have a Mac, you have access to iMovie. Boy, there's so much you can do in iMovie for free. Um, Again, don't worry about the limitations. Think about the possibilities. There's one called DaVinci Resolve. This got some huge reviews from a lot of people. Matter of fact, someone said it could compete with Premiere. Now, the problem with DaVinci is for me, it was a little too complicated. I'm not at that level. So there was that. And for those of you that still like using handheld devices and you want to be able to edit on the fly on your phone or your tablet, VLLO. And I'm going to try to put a link to all of these in the description of this post. But VLLO is an option for you. It's free and you can do a ton with it on your device. Now, the problem is you can't do it on a computer. I'm old school. I like to edit on an actual computer. So that doesn't work for me, but it is working really well for a lot of people. There's another one called Lightworks. Again, I'm going to try to put the links on here. I don't know a whole lot about Lightworks. There's one paid, Magix Vegas Pro 17 or 18. That's a small price, I guess, for a trimmed down version with 17. This all came from comments from others. Um, Blackmagic, you may have heard of that, is actually part of DaVinci, works for Windows. So these are resources that you can have. You can edit on your computer for free and make things look really, really good. So when I talk about these two resources, let me marry two for just a second, and I'm going to drop over to my iMovie because I was doing some green screen work on our video, and I want to show you that you can actually make your videos look pretty darn amazing, even on iMovie. So what you got here is my iMovie screen, and you see that I did a little green screen work. I'm not standing in front of a green screen. So if you're thinking, well, I don't have a green screen, through Canva, you can have a green screen that works for you. Now, here's my video. Here's our big God story. And as I go through here, you see that it pops up behind me. Now, these graphics, and I can't make it play. There it is. So you see it playing and it moves and it's in the background. So I purposely framed myself and now these graphics pop up around me as we're doing this filming and it makes it look professional. I had one of my kids watch and they were like, whoa, professional. Uh, so let's move over to this end and this is unedited. So then I have this graphic that I want to lay on top. This is all through iMovie. Okay, there's other programs out there that you can use. This one's iMovie. I highlight this. I go up to this little tab right up here. I click instead of cutaway, blue green. Now again, you notice this is a blue screen, not a green, because I have a green 3 that I want to use. So I used a blue background. If I do that, then it cuts away all the blue. And now I've got that overlaid over my screen. Again, it's a little thing that just takes your videos to the next level. It looks like you're professional. All of this is free. Again, you can upgrade anything. So we have paid for upgrades, but this is all available. These tactics available for you through Canva, iMovie, and recording with, by the way, my iPhone. So all this happens with my phone. So I don't have a special mic, I don't have a special camera. This is all happening for free and available to do for free. Well, again, why am I sharing all this? I'm not selling anything. I'm not connected to any of these. Uh, I'm just showing you what's available because we have an opportunity to be a resource for our families. And I know that sometimes we get discouraged by the quality that we see in others, and we think, well, that's not me. What's the point? There's a lot that you can do with very little. One last thing I want to share with you is this. I am recording this video, this tutorial thingy that I'm doing through Zoom. Um, and so I am actually sharing my screen with you through Zoom. It's free. Again, you can pay for more access and availability, but you get a free version of Zoom. You put it on, create a meeting, record yourself, and share your screen, and you're able to make the tutorials. We did this for our families once on our Facebook page. We showed them how to get online and how to access our stuff. And I did it with this very same format. Again, looked super cool, professional. I'm up in the corner. I'm walking them through my screen, showing them how to get to places and get access to resources. But all of it was free and available. So again, Manny Melendez, you don't know me, you don't need to know me. But as we were going through this season and we're going into homes through the digital platforms that we have, I've learned that just the ones that are hitting out of the ballpark and they have some financial resources, they're really not struggling. But there are some churches that feel like I have no resources. What's the point? And I've actually come offline And I would encourage you, stay online, stay with it. Realize that while there are many great players out there, you're the resource for your community. And because of that, you should not stop creating online materials that help supplement your families, because what you produce now has longevity. It's exportable. Never have we really focused on the fact that we're creating our own stuff and we're now a constant resource to our families. I'm going to echo it one last time. The lessons that we have produced now live into infinitum until Jesus comes back. Our parents can access it whenever we want, whenever they want. And we can encourage them in that direction, saying, hey, here's a little 15-minute version of our lesson from last week. Or if you want to come back to it in 6 months, it's going to be there for you. We need to resource our families in this time, and we need to stay ever present. And online is the way to do it. We got to organize ourselves, create playlists, be intentional, and try to make it the best possible. But again, nobody replaces you. You are the resource for your families. And so I hope this has been helpful. I hope this is good. Go ahead and comment, like, just let me know. If you got questions or anything we need to follow up on, let's do that. Again, I've never done this before. I hope this is a resource for you. I'd love your feedback just to know. But anyway, that's the end of that. And talk to you later.